CSS margin and padding properties. Okay, margin property are used to give the space around elements. Give the space around elements. Okay, margin property are used to give the space around elements. Margin property is transparent. Margin property is transparent and it sets the size of the white space around elements. White space around elements. Margin property does not have background color. Margin property does not have background color. Okay, this is completely transparent. So we have 4 margin properties: margin left, margin right, margin bottom, and margin top. So these are the 4 types of margin property. So using margin property, we can set the white space around the elements, or we can use short-term property for margin. Short-term property for margin. Short-term property is only single margin. There is no left, right, bottom, top. Only single margin property. So just we can use this margin property and we can set left, right, bottom and top margins. First one is so we can set this margin property, short-term property, like this syntax. So this 10 pixel is top side margin property, and next 20 pixel is right side property, and the next 20 pixel is bottom side, and the next 20 pixel is left side. So this is the short-term property for margin. So this is core reduce technique. And next one is padding. So padding property defines padding property. define define the space between the element and the element content and the content. Okay, so for this also, padding left, padding right, padding top, padding bottom, and we can use Shatham property padding. In real time, machine should use this property only. Here also same. So 10 pixel top and 10 pixel right, and 20 pixel is bottom and 30 pixel is left. So this is the order for padding and margin. First top, second right, third bottom, fourth left. So for examples for these two, margin and property. So create one HTML form. Okay, margin.html. Okay, margin and padding. So both are in same single example. Suppose development, and in this development we have some content like this content. Okay, so some content is there, and I want to apply background color and margin padding for this development. So if you run this example, so there is no background color and margin properties, and there is no look and feel for this development. So if you use margin and padding property, so we can give the some look and feel for div. Use style tag to write the CSS properties, and create one class. Okay, my class. First one is div width and height. Okay, div width 300 pixels and height also 300 pixels. And next property is background. So we can arrange the background color or background image. Okay, background color. And the next one is, so if you apply this class to the div element, so we'll see the output. Okay, so div width and height are applied, and the background color also applied. So we need some gap between this content and div element. Okay, so for this use padding property. Okay, padding. Okay, padding left 20 pixel. Okay, so see the output now. Okay, so 10 pixel space is applied for this content and development. So left side. So if you want to apply top and right to bottom also, directly we can write padding. First one is top 20 pixel. Okay, and the second one is 30 pixel right, 20 pixel bottom, 20 pixel left. So run this now. Okay, so development and some content. And next one is I want to apply margin. So there is, I need some gap between, okay, around the space, around the space around the element. Margin property. So top side I need 30 pixel white space, and right side 40 pixel, and the bottom side also 30 pixel, and the left 40 pixels. Now check this. Okay, the div element is moved to left side 40 pixel, top side 30, and the right side also. See the difference here. Okay, so gap between content and div element. Okay, padding, and margin is left side margin, top side margin, space is there. Okay, using margin property we can assign the space around the element. So we can increase this only 40 there, left side. Okay, so like this we can set the white space around the element. So left side is 310 pixel gap. Using margin property we can arrange the position of the elements also. And margin and property, margin and padding. And next concept is border styles. CSS border styles. So using these border styles we can arrange the different border styles for elements. Border style property is used to apply what kind of borders, the border to display. So here we have 9 types of border styles is there. First one is none, and the second one is dotted border, and third one is dashed border, Fourth one is solid, and next one is double line border, solid, double, and grow, and next ridge, and insert, and outside. So these are the border styles. First one is none, defines no border. So if you apply none property, there is no border, it defines no border, for elements. And if you apply dotted border property, it's applied border dotted lines border. Okay, defines dotted lines. Okay, dotted line border, and dashed border defines dashed border, and solid defines single line border, and double defines double line border. And grow defines 3D border, it's defines 3D border styles. So this effect defines, this effect depends on the border color. Okay, border color. So grow border style is the 3D border style and defines it. This effect depends on border color value. And ridge also same. Okay, it defines a 3D border style. Okay, this effect depends on border color. So inside and outside also same. So I will show an example for border styles. Borders.html. Suppose one p element, okay, and some content like, you can take this content, okay, in this paragraph, and the paragraph id is p1. Okay, using id selector you can apply border styles. Use style tag and hash symbol p1, we need border styles, right? Okay, border style and none. Okay, so like this we can take uh, 9 paragraphs and 9 border styles. P2 border style, dotted border style. So okay, for second paragraph dotted border style, and third paragraph border style dashed border, and fourth paragraph border style, okay, dashed, and next one is solid, okay, solid border, and the fifth paragraph border style double, P6, border style grow border, and next one is P7 border style ridge border, inset, and finally P9 border style, okay, outset. Okay, so run this example. Okay, there is a border styles. First paragraph no background, okay, we use none value, and second one is dotted border, and third one is dashed border, and fourth one is solid, and fifth one double, okay, and next grow, ridge, inset, outset. So these are the 9 different border styles. If you don't want to apply any border, so we can use only none property. And one more property is background width, okay, border width, border width, border width 4 pixels. See here, fourth paragraph, refresh this form, fourth paragraph, okay, double line, only 4 pixel, right? So we can arrange 40. Okay, solid line 40 pixel. So this is the 40 pixel border and a solid line. Okay, So here also we have shorten property, just border property. Okay, we can use only shorten property border. In this border width 2 pixel border, and border style, and border color. Okay, three properties. Okay, three values we can assign for shorten property border. So now you can take one more example. Paragraph id is p10 and sample content. Okay, so just we can apply using certain property p10. Just use only border property border, and 3 pixel border width, and border style and color. Okay, red color. Okay, see this paragraph, double lines border and red color. Okay, to 4 pixel, 3 pixel border. So like this I can assign individual border styles also, left side or right side. Okay, bottom and top. For this use border left, border left dashed border. Okay, border right, okay, dotted border. Border top solid, border bottom double. Okay, so if you see this now, different two border styles applied. Okay, left side is dotted border, left side dashed border, and right side is dotted border. Okay, and top side is solid, bottom double line. And border color, so red color border. Okay, you can see the difference. And next property is display and visibility properties. Display and visibility the properties. Okay, display property and visibility property. So the display property specifies how an element is displayed. Element is displayed. And the next one is visibility property specifies if an element is visible or hidden. If an element is visible or hidden. So we can hide the element. We can hide elements by setting the display property display property property display property none, or for visibility property use hidden. Okay, hidden values. So first one is display property example. So for display property we can apply like display none. Okay, display none. So this hides an element and it will not take space any space, and the element will be hidden. Element will be hidden and the page will be displayed as if the element is not there. Okay, for syntax use display property and none or block. Okay, so to display elements by setting block, and if you want to hide elements use none value. Display property HTML form. Suppose we have two paragraphs. Okay, and ID is P1 and there is some content for display. Okay, style as P1 display none. Okay, I want to hide this paragraph, so used display none property. So if you run this example, okay, there is no paragraph. Go to inspect element and body, and there is a paragraph, but we can't see this paragraph. Okay, so display none property is applied to the paragraph. And next one is visibility property. id equal to p2 and some content, hash p2 and visibility hidden. Okay, now both paragraphs are in hidden mode. Okay, p1 and p2. Okay, visibility property, visibility property hides an element, hides an element, but it will still take up the same space as before. It will still take up space as before. Same space as before. So this is affect the layout, affect the layout of HTML form. Okay, so if you set this block, the paragraph p1 is displayed. Okay, so first paragraph is displaying by setting up display block. I can see this paragraph 2. Okay, paragraph 2 takes space as before, but element is hidden mode. Okay, see here, so paragraph 1 is there and paragraph 2 is there and paragraph 3. So paragraph 3 is taking same space as before. Okay, here some space is there, but paragraph 1 display none property, okay, it will not take the space as before. Okay, only paragraph 2 is taking space as before. And next one is fixed positioning. Fixed positioning. So using this property we can set you can set the position for element fixed, and one more for this fixed positioning syntax is position property and fixed value, and second one is relative relative position. Relative position. A relative position positioned element is positioned relative to its normal position. Syntax is position relative. Example for these two, fixed position and relative position. Fixed relative.html form. Suppose one paragraph or div element. Okay, and this some content is there. Okay, this is the content in div element. So we can set position for this div element using position property. Okay, use style tag and dash div1. Position is fixed and top is 40 pixel and left 80 pixel, and border for div element, border 1 pixel border and red color border and solid. Apply for this div element id equal to div1. Okay, this is the position for div element. Left side 40 pixel. Okay, top Okay, top 40, left 80 pixel, and this is the fixed position. Can use percentage here, percentage, and 80 percentage. Okay, see this. Go to inspect element and see here. So development top 40 pixel, okay, gap, and left side 80 pixel gap, and position is fixed. So this development is fixed in that position. If you arrange another development in the same place, okay, sample and the same development id equal to d1. So both developments are in same position. Okay, sample and first div1 and second div, both are in same position, so no fixed. Okay, if you give the relative position, so it will display one by one. And if you give the position fixed, relative, and absolute position also is there. So if you give the absolute position, so same like as before. Okay, this is the position property, and the second one, next one is floating. So use float property, use float property to display elements in right side or left side, right side or left side. Okay, for this float, div2, div2. So if you run this example, so div2 displayed in starting of the page. So I want to display right side. Okay, this development I want to display in right side. So use float property. Okay, right property, float right property, so it will display in right side. Okay, this is the right side. And if you use right side, left side, so it will display in normal position. Okay, left side. So this is the default position, floating, and right is we need to set up this. And next one is overflow property. Overflow property specifies what happens if content overflows an elements box. For this overflow syntax, overflow, and we can arrange overflow property values. First one is visible or hidden or scroll or auto and initial and inherit. So these are the values for overflow. So we can set only at least only one value in the six values. Okay, visible, hidden, scroll, auto, initial, and inherit. Suppose one HTML document, you can create one HTML document, overflow form.html, and some one example div. ID is div1, and in this div we have some content. Okay, this is the content. If you run this example, there is no look and feel and there is no styles for div. Use style tag and dash div1 id selector, uh, width for development to 300 pixels and height also 300 pixels. And next one is background color. Okay, background color, okay, uh, gray. So now refresh this form. Okay, some content is out of div. Okay, overflow, the content is overflow from div element, so we need to apply scrolling for this div element. So use overflow property, scroll. Okay, so that scroll is applied to the div element. Okay, use scroll property to apply scrolling, and scroll hidden. So hidden is there is no scrolling and the total content is inside div element, but some uh, layout changes is there. Hidden and visible. Okay, if you set the visible property, so content is displayed outside of div element. And overflow auto applied scrolling. Okay, only uh, right side scrolling is applied, there is no bottom scrolling. If you apply scroll value, bottom and right side both scrollings are applied. So this is the overflow property. And next one is image sprite property. Sprite property, image sprite. An image sprite property, image sprite. Image sprite is a collection of images put into a single image, into a single image. A web page, a page with many images. A web page with many images can take a long time to load. Okay, load, and it will generate multiple server requests. Server request. So using using sprite will reduce the number of server requests. The number of server requests. This image sprite used to create navigations. Okay, navigations are menus. For this image sprite, so I have explained one example in previous class. Image sprite, Okay, this is the image sprite property. So here social media, okay, image. So collection of images into single image. Okay, see here, an image sprite is a collection of images put into a single image, and we can, so web, so any website take long time to load the number of multiple server requests. So if you use multiple images, so if you use single image, so we will reduce the number of server requests. So here single image, so I want to display sprite property for different links. Okay, so here displaying Facebook, Twitter, okay, and LinkedIn in separate links. So we can take this image sprite.html form. Here I am creating menu, okay, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn menu. So based on image sprite, use style, you can copy this style. Okay, this is the image, social media image. Okay, so Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, so YouTube, Google Plus, so all images is there. So I want to display particular image in particular link. So here three links is there: Facebook link, Twitter link, and LinkedIn. So I want to display image, particular image in that particular link only. Okay, for this we have written CSS properties like el dot menu. So another list with menu class, list style type none. So there is no list style type, and el with menu class in li element. Okay, there is a li element. For this li element, padding 5 pixel, font size 16, font family. And next one is another list with menu class, and in that another list we have li element. Okay, in that li element we have image, so this image. So I want to display image in particular image, okay, image element, height of the image and width of the image, line height and display, inline block and color, background. So for image, background. So for image, display only total image. Okay, total image is loaded in this area, and after that we need to separate Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. In LinkedIn, in Facebook link, we have to display only Facebook image only. Okay, from all these images, ul menu and li dot Facebook and image. See here, another list with class name menu and in li.facebook. In this unordered list we have li element with the class name Facebook. Okay, and we have image element also. For this background position 190 pixel, minus 190 pixel and 140 pixel. So we need to change these positions to display sprite images. Okay, Facebook, Twitter and LinkedIn. Here total background image is loaded. Okay, after that using background position we change the position of the particular image. So just we can change this. Okay, Facebook is moved to Twitter. And there is no image in that side. Okay, Twitter, Facebook and LinkedIn. Okay, and Dig. And after that when suppose want to move bottom side, use this. Okay, so image is moved like this using background position. So like this we can set the image sprite property. So do one example using image sprite property. I will give the one sample example website. Okay, image sprite. Okay, this is also image sprite example. Okay, Facebook, Google Chrome, Explorer, Safari and Opera. So all these images are in single image, but they are separated using background position property. Okay, using background position property they are changed. So do this example for today, practice this. And the next one is adding and margin properties also. Okay,